Hey all, this mostly is welcome to part 84. Oops, let me fix that. Get on the paper. There's the paper around there. So part I need almost 61. Part 34 of the Final Fantasy 7 100% Claude Solo when encounters. Although the clone solo was more for like earlier parts of the game and stuff that, which was to like clone solving and stuff that because we kill off other party members. But then we eventually started to having party members left alive. This is also because of the fact that you actually miss out on XP and stuff that for, or you miss out on like RP for like other things because otherwise, if we would have got an RP for all of the fights, for example, then like double, I don't think it would have been very different, but. It's like they haven't done how many have 7 mega elixirs though. But is it anything that could be worth replacing there? No, not really. See here, is there anything that is not really necessary here? Right, the only thing I can think about is Guild Plus because we can got Guild situation down. So let's have him with the enemy skill then. So we can at least set up like a big guard and like heal with certain things. Yeah, battle speed should still be at that. 100%, yeah. So we're nearing the end of the run and stuff that. And keep in mind that once we're done with the run and stuff that we're gonna be doing some fun things. So that, yeah, right, no one counts, of course, obviously. This is where we quote-unquote face off against them later and stuff that. We won't face off against them yet, like you need to go to a certain position here. Actually, yeah, in these places, that's not helping this tunnel system and stuff, yeah. There are, of course, encounters that I will. Alright. Oh no, it's not there. Because it goes to a certain number there and stuff that, yeah. I think it's on this was interesting. I wanted to talk about a bit more about Aegison, but I didn't have time last time, so that's 15 defense percentage, which is the same, by the way, as Cedric. But Cedric also has 18 like automatic defense percentage. And the defense percentage, of course, is like how much you dodge something and stuff like that, which also, for example, gets affected by, for example, regular defense percent is affected by agility or dexterity, I believe. And magic defense percentage is affected by some other things. Yeah. I think it's something that you can see got 50% there in the magic defense, so it's technically better on the magic defense than the Cedric. The Cedric has very high magic defense and very high regular defense, but a summit is just 55 on the regular defense. But it is pretty good against. And I think it has to do with Aegis, often like meaning shield and stuff that, you know. So that's, yeah. The fact that it also gives you slot, because while Cedric is good, Cedric is more of a thing that, oh, this you equip. This you equip when you don't care, well, once you have like stuff mastered and stuff like that. And I do believe that there's a bunch of stuff that you are supposed to have mastered at this point, because technically, yeah, there are ways, for example, that you can do things. Because, yeah, there are going to be some interesting more runs that we can do and stuff like that. But after this run, as I've said, it's fully done, because we will still do some special challenges and stuff like that, you know. It's not power source. And the other source that we're not going to use immediately and stuff that, you know, we're going to wait. And stuff that. And it's not until you go north there from that specific point when you encounter the Turks, basically. I think all of the Indian will resources here and stuff that's it. So I can say that the cannon is not this way. Yes, there. you need to go all the way back here, correct, right? Because this is actually where W item is, I think. Yeah, you also miss out on like just 9 source. Added source. Now, sadly, I mean, there's technically a way to duplicate them and stuff that, but you cannot use them in battle because then I believe you need to, yeah. Oh, what is the save point here now? So dead end, yeah. So there we go, that's W item. W item kind of fixes a lot of our problems, really. So what you do with W item, you use up, for example, like a potion, or you use up like an elixir, and then the second item you use, for example, like a potion, then you use circle X, circle X, circle X, you select it, you go back, you select it, you go back, and then the first thing that you used will quote-unquote receive multipliers. So you can do it with elixir, mega elixir, like all usable battle items basically, so everything you can use in battle will be able to be duplicated this way. So that's it's very, very nice. Let's check your levels here. So 43, 44, oops, 37 on, 38 on Kitsit, 37 on Tifa, and 13 if it's close at all. So, yeah. I forgot if we saved or not. Now we did not do the winding tunnel. So that's not one of each yet. So missing speed source, strength, vitality, magic power, spirit. Luck, we need speed source and luck source as well. Better. To the left, by the way, once you reach the correct position, the place to the left is going to be an important thing, but yeah. Now we are going with Thief's Sneak Lab as well. But I believe what Sneak Lab actually does is that formula, like a lot of people say, oh, Sneak Lab doesn't work or whatever, right? But I think actually it's hard to explain exactly what Sneak Lab does. I believe it makes it so that the first time when you steal, for example, sometimes you can get a really hard steal on the very, very first try. I believe that Sneak Lab increases the chance for you to get a critical steal, because I do believe that there are crits in terms of stealing. I know that there are crits at least in Final Fantasy IX, there are definitely crits when you try to steal stuff. I'm leaving this on because I believe it will show up where the opening is if you leave this on. So this should be it, right? This should be... Oh, it's the next one. Because it's the number 7 one that's going to have a camera thing. Yeah, this should be it, number 7, because this is the tunnel came from. Yeah, there is the opening. Ooh, they're here. Oh, Elena is here for the first time. What are we going to do? I think we can ignore orders now. Because the top brass is dead basically, so there's no one to give them orders. Elena, don't have to weak. We're thugs, Elena. Yes, sir, you're right. There's work to do. I'm not really up for it, but also to seek out and kill. The company may come up with an order's an order. Okay, let's end this. No, let's not, if you want to. But keep in mind that there are several things that they have changed with the text in this and stuff that, you know. The fact that you disrespect them with the whole normal using counter music, so let's do steal from Reno. Pick up big gardens. Stole Tuffering on first try. let's do some... wait, why can't we reach... oh, there we go. So you see, it's all of the steals have been on the first try here. Wow, really? Are you gonna tell me that that's like normal to steal everything immediately? Let's try to steal again just to doubly make sure that we got everything. And nothing to steal, yeah, we got everything on the first go there. And then we do this. Because we need to finish them off, of course, obviously. Yeah, we got everything to steal on first time. You're going to tell me that that's it. And so that, yeah. Because there are called dialogue changes between like different versions, because there's a lot more difference on the stuff that they are that maybe small details is not correct. But sometimes also it's not great if themselves that are in the translation sometimes, you know. You might say that, for example, like Sonic could do really for something that's appreciated if it burns for their electoral translation and something in the US translation is the same. The fact that they added stuff to the translation that weren't there, like in the Japanese and all stuff like that. They're all saying, for example, in Final Fantasy, I think it's 9, right, that they have like different dialects and stuff there that probably sound like how they speak and stuff like that, but that's actually part of the localization from like Americas and stuff like that. I believe they should kill all of them at the same time, basically, because, you know, $16,000, there you go. And yeah, so none of the material I got mastered there, but yeah, but you can see there 16,000 for that account. But keep in mind, of course, that we lost out on a bunch of stuff. Okay, XP plus there, 4,550 for that fight. Yeah, pretty close on getting Mug now, and Magic Plus is almost mastered there. Zero almost has his first level now as well. It's been massive. And now we can go in here. I'm not gonna bother with the W item stuff yet though. So that not until later. Because yeah. Because of course yes, we can make ourselves get line 999 Mega Elixir and stuff that, and you can also, for example, use it on Lucky. We can use it with Hero Drink as well. Yeah. So she's still 44, he's 44, we have 37, 38. Now I think it's time to go Shinra building instead of that. And here's the thing, right, like... of course, keep in mind, right, that like the lowest level possible challenge is going to be interesting because we're going to do it like without glitches and stuff like that, so yeah. I believe that you're supposed to go to the left here. Yeah, that's the correct way. So she is indicating that this is the wrong way and stuff like that. Yeah, but you're supposed to go to the left here because this is basically supposed supposed to indicate what sector it is in the tunnel or something like that. What's supposed to be here and stuff that, like why split router, you know. I believe this is where the China building is, but not on this side of course, obviously, but yeah. Unless there is a hidden sector 0 so that I believe if this tunnel system is still in the remake, then over here to the right is where they're gonna keep like a secret version of that on the ground, you know, the stuff from what Dire of Kerberos. This is gonna lead you to the Shinra building. But how are you telling me that it takes you all the way up to where the Shinra building is and stuff like that? Because yeah, this is so fucking weird how this is located and that's it. Oh no, this is the race, not that. It's just coming out of the Shinra building like it collects some personal things. Oh no, my 6-pack! But I kind of wish, right, that you could, for example, imagine if you could go to Rufus' office and you could find like a Rufus hurt there and stuff that. Welcome to the automated store. We can get the pile bunker and we can get the monster fist there. So pile bunker is technically one of his ultimate weapons. Pile banger, as you can see, is even worse than X-ray. And it has very, very low attack percentage there for whatever reason. But pile banger is basically his best like melee weapon and stuff like that, you know. And of course you get monster fist as well. Which how they got their hands on that is not explained really, to be honest. I forgot if you need a red 13 in the party to do this or not here. Or if it's on the way up or if it's on the way down. Because yeah. I'm pretty certain you need to go a specific direction here in order for it to show up. But it is also unmissable, by the way. At least if you know that you need to go a certain direction here in the stairs. I don't think you need to have red 13 here in the party for it to show up. And keep in mind that the reason why we're using Barrett is just for the things, for the weapon to show up for Barrett later on, but you can, for example, not use Barrett here if you don't want to, but yeah. It should be very obvious because it's going to be Behemoth Horn is the thing that's going to be here. And it should just be... Nah, okay, that's the top already. Okay, go down. And I believe it only shows up if you actually went here during the very first disc and you actually picked up the thing in the stairs. So I'm hoping I remember having it done. But yeah, but I believe the thing, right, because it should be like a bag that just shows up now, basically, as that. It's crazy to think that these stairs used to be like lengthy and feel like lengthy and stuff like that, because yeah. Hopefully there isn't another trigger for it or whatever. Because I would hate if we miss out on that weapon, basically. Maybe you're not allowed to go up the stairs in order to get this. I'm pretty certain you need to have him in the party. Yeah, if it's not on the next screen, I think this is the last screen, right? No, there's one more after this, I think, or two more. But it should just be very obvious there because there's the badge. Way down. Behemoth horn. And it's so weird. Right, but that makes you wonder, like, why is there not a thing on the way up and stuff like that? Like, why is the behemoth horn on the way down? This is supposed to indicate that, oh, there's a behemoth running around in the stairs. Whatever, right? But yeah. What is it, a gift from Hojo? Hojo left something in the stairs. Like, maybe that's supposed to give you a clue, like, oh, how did Hojo leave Shinra building? Oh shit, he was running, like, down the stairs and stuff like that, you know. So Behemoth horn, by the way, is technically what I consider to be his ultimate weapon, Red 13, because a lot of the ultimate weapons effect isn't that great and stuff like that. Certain ones, of course, for example, Cloud's get stronger the more HP he has, and stuff like that, but also ultimate weapon, for example, for Claude. Also, for example, it has another secondary unique effect. And that is, of course, the fact that the lower your HP goes, the more defense I believe it gives you and stuff like that, and it also turns like a different color as well and stuff like that. So, you know, there's something special, but yeah. The reason, for example, why I always consider like death penalty to be good even back in the day and stuff like that, because I feel like I was one of the earlier people that figured out that death penalty actually was good and stuff like that. Was the fact that the people who see it is, oh, you want to use overflow and kill like emerald or ruby weapon or whatever way it is. That's just the wrong thing, way to view things. That's the big troll, I think, that on the roof there or on the pipe near the roof or whatever you want to call it. You know. Now it feels way longer on the way down. It goes on top and there's a bunch of things here. And Behemoth horn, by the way, is interesting, but yeah. So we got the Master Fist there. Can we... Wow. And you can go higher than this actually, but not allowed on any of these floors. You can still see that there are people, and then it's so weird because you still have this music here. You still have the blood rush. And no one's cleaned this up yet. And then there's still blood here, yeah, sure. And like, it's just absolutely insane that it's still set to like the disc 1 state on those specific floors and stuff. That I think the same thing is the same deal here with floor 66 and stuff. That like all of those floors are still supposed to be like the disc 1 version that they like don't polish anything and stuff. That oh, here we want to go off here, of course, obviously, because here there's nothing inside. It's Bishout. Gets its ultimate weapon. Yeah, you cannot do out of order. Please use a different floor. Now we cannot even use them. Stuff that's here. So we can get 8 piece out there. Right, so this is going to be grow lands. Glowlands, okay. I think it's actually called Growlands, like a mistranslation and stuff. So it is called Growlands here. It still has the wrong name there, but otherwise it's called Glowlands. So that because Grow makes you think that why is it elite, you know. It's a bit weird that Spirit Lands is technically strong and stuff like that, but still it's like something with a decent bunch of slots. So that, you know, when still linked, you know. Something with Partisan there, so it's very, very similar to the Partisan. It actually has exactly the same attack there, but slightly more crit than Partisan, so yeah. And now it's all those opening. So that, and I think that's the last thing we can get. I think there's anything else here, you know, like. But I think it's just being silly. Oh, tell me about the password so you can see that he has retreated. He has just retreated or whatever, right, you know. Floor 61 is completely empty as well. Yeah, you can figure out that they used the evacuator, the Shinra building and stuff that, like, you know, weapon was attacking. And now they're gone from here also as well, so which is interesting. That should be everything in the Shinra building. Let me show you some of the spoils here. So let me show you Behemoth Horn here. Yeah, so it's stronger than Spring Gun Clip here as well, but again, it's one of those things that has like really bad attack percentage on it, but it has 91 here. But for example, check out his Vitality there and his Spirit. I think it is specifically Vitality 54, Spirit 54. It's equipping with Behemoth Horn. Vitality 89 and Spirit 72. Yeah? Vitality 54, Spirit 54, so 72 on the Spirit, and what was it, 80 something on the Vitality. Yes, it gives you big, I think it also gives you some magic as well, but still it is really decent with that. Master Fist I don't think was a double. Power point condition changes. So Master Fist is technically supposed to be like a stronger version of like the power soul and stuff there, because yeah, but most of it is power up and condition changes, and there are way more stuff effects that you can go beyond there and stuff, so yeah. I like how this still has this music here in the building. Okay, let's go with them now. Let's go with that still. We don't need the enemy skill here, of course, because he doesn't have any enemy skill. I mean, we could put maybe Source, Lord, Source. Okay. Let's calm down. Okay, now we'll go fight the Prod Clan. And you can see from the Prod Cloud, of course, obviously. So, yeah. I do think he should have had some sort of armor or whatever, because, yeah. I had to recognize this place. This is actually kind of technically where the train went, where Claude jumped after the train, but there's a different angle from this place, basically. And now we count 14. It's an understatement how big Port Gladys actually is. About Claude basically instead of about Club. Bye! I might not even die from Kotor here actually. They're still doing decent damage now. Even though I don't have Magic Plus equipped them incorrect. That's also it. But what I think they're supposed to indicate is okay, this is not supposed to fight like regular people and stuff like that, you know. That Prod Cloud maybe would have done like insane damage to like Emerald and Rupert or something like that, you know. Right, so you have to think about it, they started making this immediately when Claude went into, or immediately when like the weapon got released at least, you know, stuff like that. But maybe they have no for weapons for longer or something like that, you know. Okay. So 15,000 to 2,500, so that's 5,000 and 7,500. So. We get Ragnarok. Or Ragnarok in Swedish. And then it becomes really, really hot. Leaves fucking melt. Okay. Here we get Ragnarok, his second quote-unquote best weapon, so to speak. 97 there, which isn't that much worse. But I think that's really, really good is that it deals very, very similar damage all the time to Ragnarok for whatever reason, so yeah. And that's not used even 2 stars with that around yet, so that's, yeah. But my theory is very close though. As you can see, 950 use for that. Pokemon got its second level now, so let's actually switch. As you can see, yeah, more Ultima requires a lot there, but we can switch to full Cure now instead. So that's yes. You can see this is clearly where you reckon and stuff that, you know, you're in that sequence, but that is blocking off the pattern because this is where you came from there, and then Solus came from there, Solus came from there, then Solus came from there, and then Flo jumped down there. Basically, it's supposed to be the same thing, but from a different angle there. That all makes sense because you see where this is. That's not that as well. Elixir. And our first restart. I don't know if we're gonna do the trick inside multiplicator or not, you know, and stuff like that, because yeah, it's a mistake. 65 defense, which isn't the greatest, really, to be honest. See, this is a little stronger. It's got guard is almost as strong there, but it does 50 defense, and 72 magic defense is also pretty decent. And stuff that, but it has the fact that it has 16% magic defense and 50% regular defense there. Back in the sheet is pretty good. That's a pretty good by the way. Yes, defense-wise, it has 82 defense, so it's better defense-wise. And almost better magic defense-wise, or it is better defense-wise. But Mistyle is, in my opinion, is supposed to be like the upgraded, whatever you want to call it. So, sadly, they don't, I mean, you can run here, but you're not allowed to run under here. And stuff that, because if you would go north from here, that would be where you encounter the Aris, and she was selling flowers and stuff like that. So. And now, Ines is 44 still, a little bit close on leveling up. She has already leveled up, so she's 45, 39 on Kate's hit, and 38 on both of that, 13 and Tifa. I would love using someone else's seed here, but I need seed from triple there. This way. And indicating that you're supposed to use Kate's hit, you know, here. This is great. Hold on, Joe. That's my weapon. Missing score. So missing score is interesting, of course, because obviously it's just slightly stronger than the max ray. But missing score, of course, is interesting. And missing score has some interesting clues to it. Now the thing is though, is that we can't use Knights around immediately in the encounter because you can see it only has one use there instead of that, so we need to so yeah, and since we still need triple, we still need to block and use the whole triple on Sid and stuff like that, but I definitely felt that there should have been more than used, and maybe triple weapons always gonna be only 3 or 2 slots and stuff like that, but maybe there's gonna be a triple where like one of them are linked, then you a single slot or whatever. Maybe there's gonna be also triple weapons that are used like 2 slots like this and stuff like that, because yeah, I definitely think that maybe they were meant to be more triple weapons and stuff like that, but yeah. So do we go with I would like to normally pick Vincent here and stuff that, but so they are 38. So I think that because he's 6,600, I think we switched up Katie because it makes sense, right? Because Katie was the one that really wants to stop these. And a lot of people, of course, used to bring. A lot of people used to bring. Whatever you call it. So yeah, we have HP Plus and MP Plus for 2 there as well. And keep in mind that if you had like XP Plus earlier and you had gotten it to like more stars, then it is more XP, more stars you have, I believe, on it as well. So yeah. Right, we do that. We do XP Plus, obviously. And you slip in here. I don't think there's anything you can stick from Hojo at all. Yeah. So Starlight Megaphone is the second best there, but it's also an 8-slot weapon, which is absolutely insane. Battle Trumpet is also kind of like an alternate weapon, like an earlier one if you miss out. And God Megaphone is also something that had a lot of slots, but it's really good with the Starlight Phone because of that. So now, this kind of seems perfect and stuff there. If I take a break after this, and then basically, right, because technically, right, the characters that you bring into Not Included doesn't matter, because it's just the fact that you just need to send, I think it's only 2 characters you send to the right, basically, is what you do. And I believe basically it's just like send everyone Claude and like the party member, or the party members is in close party, or the one you need to send to the right, I think. Right, so that you can make it easier, for example, and stuff that, Oh, yeah, stop right there. Och the thing is som man is. Every time I see you, it pains me that I have so little sense. So yes, I failed project. But you're the only one that succeeded as separate clone. And it's just because of the way he was injected with himself. He had, of course, had cells in him, quote unquote. Well, actually, he didn't, because he wasn't solely for real and stuff like that. So when he experimented on, that's the first time he got. I offered the woman with myself to Professor Gas, probably. The banger music. Let's see Steel first, if we can. Nice. And also, of course, the thing from the underwater place, the Sunken Galinka plane. Yeah, nothing to steal. See, there's Typhoon, Bahama Zero. Typhoon is Fire Ice, Lightning Earth. Nivå Bahamas. Bahamas is the only one that has ever gotten this treatment, right? To have like more, like, cooler and cooler versions in like one game and stuff that. I mean, except for like boss fights, and stuff that. And slash all. Cut. Let's use Hades. cool. Hades was awesome. Hades I love as someone actually, the way he clips and stuff that, because Hades is obviously a reference to the actual Hades. And actually not the ruler of the underworld, but this Hades is supposed to be the Hades that's actually in Final Fantasy IX as well. Technically. Haha, get fucking assy, man! But it's a really good in this encounter because of this first thing here, because it actually affects them. Actually, let's... Oh man, I don't want to use up the Dragon Fang because then I might not be able to get more. Let's use up S-Mines, so we only have one left. This is not where you steal. Right. High food. Alright, I actually forgot to bring Black League stuff. Again, the skill. Still from the left arm. Something to steal. I'm at 0. Can Alexander here actually, and Phoenix is used once part members die actually, if they die even. That's it, space bound. It needs to activate its wing to use more power. Max damage, right? From electric Toga there. Holy judgment. Use judgment. A holy instrument, because he's like one of those things Anoken basically, what do you call it? Nothing to steal, slash all. Ether. I will use Phoenix, we used all out from this phone. Then with lowest mines including dragon That's mine. Slash all. That's mine. Slash all. Aiton's cannon. Slash all. Oh, please don't be dead. Elixir. Oh, it's high up actually. Is he dead? Why are you trying to silence Fumi? He's dead. Oh, yes, right, it's Final see the hold your form. Ah, I love the attack seed, man. High potion seed. First one to list. Lord. Okay, do I have? Yeah, I do have one of these. That's all 850 damage. Okay. Now it's quarter time. Lord. Ultimate end. So this is what, like one form and then like the two followers and stuff there. Yeah. But I believe if you can actually kill the two things that he spawns two more basic units of that. You actually receive more if you do that and stuff like that. The crazy thing is there's never been a summon like this because I mean like while then is cool in sometimes they can also cause breakdowns, but that's actually the first breakdowns with something because it came out 9099, that makes sense, right? But it never becomes that super powerful, like that's how you figure, right? That I mean, like even like number 99 isn't that powerful and stuff like that. So sure, even if you get like if you for example use give it, but I forgot if you can even get summon magic or the non-opens of that. So yeah. There we go. Okay. 25,000! So 2,500, so that's 5,000 plus covered again. And 6,000 with the power source. Dot. Buses rewards. I'm so glad you came. Huh? Is it supposed to be like a long conversation or there or something like that? Funeral's finished. Seven more days. think I remember how to do this basically. So that's it. I don't have anywhere to go. They could be like have gone back to me behind and stuff like that. I mean, this scene is very, very iconic, but honestly, right, like, imagine if you could have an option where you wanted to go and that could give you like a different like end scene or whatever, that would be actually be like a reason to play through like multiple times and stuff like that, you know. Especially if you quote unquote had to, especially if you couldn't just reload this chapter and then like try again and stuff like that. And you instead have to play to the very beginning because the game would like do a check or something like that, you know, so that you cannot just load the chapter, you know, and stuff like that. Let's just have it through this here. Just so we can get to the save at least before we stop and stuff that, of course, yeah. I'm just gonna double check how it is that you do it and stuff that, just, you know, so that, because, you know, I might even go and use disconnect this online as long as quote unquote the other clip is uploaded first, stuff that. And now we can use normal speed because we should have enough time, you know. I'm making enough ruckus for everyone. Yeah, and it's pretty funny that he says that he is the pilot for once and stuff that, you know. But I'm guessing right as he actually learned how to be pilots, like several things that you actually got to learn how to pilot certain things, you know. Why is that so puzzling? Some people in Midgard took me in. Seriously. Yes. We can come back with your soul spike, yes. I'm just gonna say basically because that's basically just a save that come up now when this switches and stuff like that, you know, so we will use these out and after takes here, you know, just the same.